The voice from behind me filled me with a familiar greasy feeling. When I turned around, Raymond standing in the doorway looking miserably annoyed. You! Dad get up and Raymond, but the chair hold him in place. Mom focused on the IC. He did feel glad at the man. Raymond smiled and gave a mock bow. Greeting, Your Majesty. Hopefully, you adjust to your new accommodation by now. When neither of my parents respond, he focused his attention on me. I'm impressed, little prince. You got one to stumble on something you shouldn't have. I thought I had a bit more time to prepare things. Pity. You got this far from the throne, Raymond, imprisoned the king and the queen. Holding on a Victoria hand, Clara speak up. Isn't that the worst thing he's done? Yeah? What does that mean? I suppose I should explain at this point. He pointed at my mom and dad. Honestly, I hated working under these two fools. I keep my teeth in the noise. Regardless how I've known them, hearing my parents suffer unpleasant. Both of them were naive to the point of the stupidity. Working as their secret was the biggest greatest of my time at talent. Shaking hands sighed. It will be fine if their selfless was a fake act for the people. But no, they were like that all the time, showing mercy, needless kindness without benefit. It was like they were begging to be betrayed. We trusted you, Raymond. We treated you like a family. Yes, thank you for that. Not one day went by when I was grateful for your boundless faith in me. It made all my plotting goals so much easier. You're really a piece of trash, huh? You know that? Thank you, in any case. My plan went unbelievably smoothly. There's nostalgia in his voice as he looking back on a fond memory. The stroke of serious genius on my end. I was worried for a bit when a certain rat copied off my plan. He cast his pushing look in Claire's direction. Victoria stepped in front of her protectively. That's why you kidnapped her? She was a child back then. Raymond shrugged. A child that knew far too much. You're a monster. Hardly. She's still alive, isn't she? He planned to kill me eventually when the thing in kingdom calmed down. But then found out you became bright candidate. He thought I worked better as a hostage. Raymond nodded as if impressed by his own idea. A little bit of insurance in case Ozaki preferred Victoria over Mongolia. Either way, I still have a way to control him. Are people that is possible to you? Sitting well. The young Raymond tried his best to keep a straight face. If that bother you, then you really love her in my actual plan. Tell me, Ozaki, do you think the kingdom your parent ruled was perfect? I don't know. I suppose that's fair. Perhaps the little Victoria can tell us. There's nothing but heart in her eye. Doubt that. That isn't an answer, but I forgive you. Raymond clapped his hand. The correct answer is, it doesn't matter. Perfect or not, it isn't hard to find these sanctified people in any country or nation. Normally, that will be fine, you can please everyone. But sometimes that dissatisfaction builds up more and more. Pretty soon, You have a power cake just waiting for the spark to set it off. My eyes widened. As possibly I considered, but a second did not resume face in my mind. Something Linda said come back to me now. Raymond was to prepare to deal with the impermanence of the revolt. Almost as if Peter reached my conclusion second before I do. No, you didn't. Raymond grinned blissfully at her, however. I did. I decided to be just proud, or rather, I hired her to. Had my shoulder to steer up the right people, and he snapped his finger. A very sudden revolt broke out. The rebels, this was a piece of little arm. It was a lot of work getting a weapon to them. I'm glad you noticed. Do you? Do you have any idea what people lost in all of that? Yes. It's very unfortunate the commoner have a thought life, don't they? Angry, bowled over. Red clouded my vision and I launched at him. With amused smirk, she narrow stepped out of the way. You let me talk for far too long, tiny prince. I heard a footstep marching down the stair. Ah, damn it! Why I should hear he's speaking. This instant, the room is packed full of guard. Though I suppose it can be helped. I'm wonderful storyteller, don't you think? The guard understand Victoria and me. They don't bother with my parent or flight since they are changed already. Anger at my powerless bubble up inside me. You won't get away with this. You laugh happily. Oh, I don't know. I think my odds are quite probable. Take them to cell and rout out his bodyguard and Linda, will you? Raymond! I tried to remind him again, but something struck my head from behind. Start before my eye and my body swimming into the sea of darkness. I wake up throbbing in the back of my head. And I sit up, had a chair rattling against each other. I sit down and see snackle around my wrist. There's enough slack on them for me to move around, but I can escape. Asaki, are you okay? With a snack of her own, Victoria got over to me and checked out my condition. I smiled reassured her even though my head hurt. I'm fine. I'm probably end up with a bruise at most. Are you sure those idiots didn't give you consciousness? She held up 3 fingers. How many fingers am I holding up? Do I really have to? How many fingers? I never seen her this concerned. In a way, I'm grateful. I didn't think she cared this much. I should probably answer. 3 fingers. Peter narrowed her eye. Are you sure? Huh? I'm being too worried. I might really have consciousness. Yes. Okay, good. Don't scare me like that. Are we the only one here? Victoria shook her head. Cindy and Linda are down here in the other cell. I didn't see Miria though. Hopefully, Raymond treating her better. Right. I glanced around the cell. The chances of us getting out of there are slim. It would be one thing if it were just a cell, but even if by some miracle we got the door open, the raise of my arm, the sound of the chain rattling just made me feel worse. There's nothing we can do about this. I sit down with my back against the cold wall. Sorry, Victoria. Saki? I really thought I could pull this off. I figured out one way or another, we come out on top. The kingdom you love so much will get rebuilt. I clenched my face hard enough for my nail to dig into my palm. But I fell. Victoria frowned in gloom. The prison. Hmm? She come over, sits down next to me. It isn't over yet, Osaki. You seem bleak now, but we can give up. Not a while that madman is in the charge. I know that. I do. I racked my brain for a solution. For a single thread of hope I can lash out onto, but I just don't see a way for us to win this. Our cell is quiet for a while after that. Osaki, look at me. Victoria, I know you're trying to help, but just look at me. As I turn my head face her, she leaning into me. Before I can react, I feel her lips brush against my own. I blink in surprise. Wait, there's nothing I can do but freeze as she pulled a little. Victoria? She smiled confidently despite rings beating across her face. Are you awake now, Osaki? Huh? Huh? I don't see how we can win. You're not the type of say stuff like that. Dear Osaki, I know. She hesitated and she shook her head as she found her confusion. The Osaka I love is 100 times more reckless and 1,000 times braver. Love? So don't give up just yet, okay? Right. Good. I wait for a bit, but Victoria doesn't pull away. Further, for some reason, we say nose to nose, so close that if I were to lean in just a little bit, I could kiss her. My hand left to touch her cheeks. Thankfully, she doesn't pull away. Instead, she covered my hand with her own. Her eyes focus on mine, and it feels like I'm being drowned in. With supple shape, I feel the softness of her lips against as we kiss. The kiss we share completely brainlesses the gloom of the prison. As if the brave pick of other people wasn't enough, we lose ourselves in each other. Focus on Victoria. For just this moment, all my anxiety and hesitation disappear. As expected, though no matter how much I might wish otherwise, the most passes is a kiss, unfortunately coming to the end, as if trying to prolong this feeling, though I delay moving away. Similarly, Victoria kept my hand where it is, so close that we can hear each other breathing. Our eyes meet again. As we plan it, we both smile. A silent understanding passed between us. The road ahead isn't going to be a pleasant one. Just like today, things might get difficult. Is that the case? It should be fine to enjoy this moment just a little longer. I want to hold on to this feeling just a little bit longer. I can be sure how much time passed before we settle back against the wall. Despite being responsible, distant from each other, I feel closer to her than ever. It will happen again. Huh? I won't give up like that again. Victoria smiled. You better not. It's all out of our character. Yeah, well, I guess I have something to fight for now. Oh, that's good. The call is helpful. What are you fighting for? I guess I wasn't clear. I made sure to wait before answering her. You. Huh? I guess I feel like fighting for you. Me? No. Shouldn't you be doing this for greater good? Just an duty, all of that? Those are the final factor, but I think back to Victoria's face when we found out that Claire was alive. I remember her determination when she spoke about facing the kingdom. When I think about you and Claire together, and the kingdom at peace, I turn and smile at her. I can't help but feel really motivated, you know. Betrayal stared at me blankly, then poked my cheek. This dangerous kind of prince is going to cause me all kind of stress. Eh? Victoria? I'm the only one who end up happy. I never forgive you. Linda, Cindy, Miria, your parents, and you. She smiled. Everyone need to get their happy ending. I won't accept anything less than perfect victory. In the face of such a bold declaration, I found myself laughing. Right, right. I won't be the win if you win don't achieve at least that much. I'm glad you get it. Free from my hopelessness, my thought is flowed quickly. I checked in prison with barely any allies. No escapes is none. Cindy, our best father, is down to her too. And my parents are captured. The situation doesn't look good, but I already knew that. Suddenly, I remember something. You said Miria wasn't brought down here. Yes, I've been awake this whole time and I didn't see her. You think she come rescue us? If she hasn't been put under the house arrest or something. Either way, she are our best bet. Our cannons away from become clear. It's like hope, but it's something. I imagine Raymond going to be busy trying to cover up where they disappeared to. Which Rock will catch up on. Which means he won't be watching Miria that closely. I not. This isn't over yet, Raymond. Later that evening, I heard sound of footsteps. I exchanged glances with Victoria. Maybe he here to make a deal. Something like leave the kingdom and never return. It would be nice if he was that foolish. Yeah. Soon enough, Raymond appeared from our cell. A group of guards stand behind him. Most of them straight-faced, but some anxious. Seem like a bunch of them are totally on board with all of this. That's give me some hope for the kingdom at least. Tiny prince, it's good to see you awake now. Greeting to you too, Victoria. Die painfully. So much hostility. Luckily, I have a deal benefit us all. He received document from one of the guard and throw it to my feet. I frown. It's on your best interest to pick it up. Fuck. I glared at Raymond and rolled his eye. Must you be difficult? Must you be so difficult? I glanced at the guard. The guard nodded and opened his cell. With complicated expression, the guard picked up the document and handed it to me. I take it as guard murmur an apology. And moved back to Raymond. After we reading a few lines, my eyes widened. Yeah, why did he throw that? Do you expect me to grab that document on my feet? At least the card is murmuring an apology. Peter read over my shoulder and then covered Raymond. Do you really expect him to sign this? You're of your own mind. The document is the declaration of that I'm giving up my right to the throne. There's even some nonsense about me leaving the Raymond capable hand. So, are you refusing to sign? Of course I am. Raymond Prowl has shaken his head. How unfortunate. Will I have to motivate you then? Motivate me? Oh, don't tell me. From the back of Raymond and Taurus, a guard appeared pulling Linda along with him. She gasped the word against me to convey the rage she feeling toward Raymond. Raymond either doesn't care or doesn't notice. Linda! The moment she noticed me, her eyes with her relief. Remove her gag. With her gag removed, Linda's first word is directed toward us. What a relief. I figure you two won't die off that easily. Peter smiled. I had the same feeling about you, actually. Yes, yes, we all happy with one life. Mm. Ah! In an instant, he drew a knife from his pocket. Darting behind Linda, he pressed it against her throat. Linda turned pale. You understand this, right? Sign the document or so she dies. I gripped the bars of the cell and tied his knuckle pop. I never forgive you for this. Oh, my wrist getting jittery. There might be an accident soon. Better make a decision. I glanced at Victoria, but she shook her head helplessly. I have to make this decision alone. The image of Linda being hurt feels like an ice in my vein. I can't let that happen. I have to save her. At the same time, just quietly sign the document and put us in danger. He could kill us all right afterward. What can I do to make our situation better? Uh, hesitate. Force Raymond into a deal. I hope the deal doesn't mean I'm giving up. Doesn't give me much option here. I don't want to be hesitant. I bet they force Raymond into the deal. That's mean I'm signing the document. I bet. So I'm not gonna. I bet she not hesitate. Can't think of anything. No matter how much I may want to save her, I find myself hesitation. I glance down at the document. I can't sign it. It would be wrong give the kingdom to someone like this. Linda put a brave face. What are you hesitating for, Ozaki? Tear that stupid thing up. Linda, we stand beside you no matter what, Ozaki. She smiled as she placed a hand on my shoulder. Do what you think is right. Sorry to interrupt, but please don't eat your hand here. What? You have other people you're close to, don't you? I wonder how many lives will you sacrifice for this justice of yours? Cindy, Miria, Victoria, my parents, and Claire. Their face all crossed my mind and my heart wavered. Raymond held a pen out to me. Make it neat, okay? I snatched the pen off his hand. This isn't over. Sure, sir. After the declaration was signed, Linda thrown into the cell with us. Raymond held up the document and grinned. Excellent. We can start the peppering now. Peppering for what? For my official candidature, obviously. After I announce this to citizens, I won't be the acting king anymore. His greenness in his face. True King Raymond, that's what they call me. He left with the interns behind him, laughing on his way out. With his gone, a heavier condition of the prison would have stopped him, but there's aren't any we can see that happening. Still, no. We wait. Peter and Linda look surprised. Wait? Wait for what? Our little miracle, of course. There is physical confusion on their face. I glance upward toward the palace. I'm counting on you. Early in the morning when I heard Mumpim outside of the cell. The Soin wake up Linda and Victoria. Rubbing their eyes, they sit up, footsteps approach us. Is it Raymond? I won't be surprised if he's here in the gold. I shake my hand, raining as a familiar figure stepped into the light. Is everyone okay? Our little miracle came through for us. Xperia! Well, that's the end of my Prince F girlfriend. See you on the next episode.